Hi guys, Future Robin here. I just want to talk a little bit about something before I hop straight into this video. I've realised that the uploads on my channel recently are kind of primarily focused on school and study, and I'm sorry for that. I know that sometimes that can be super boring, but to be honest, that's all I'm really focusing on in my life, and I want to be truthful in these videos. In about 6 weeks time, the leaving cert will be over and I'll be done with school for the summer, and you won't see any titles with school or study in them until I go to college. Thanks for being patient with me. I know these videos can be repetitive and sometimes boring. I'm trying my best to make them as entertaining as I can for you, but do stick around because there's going to be a lot more interesting videos in the summertime. Now onto the video. Hi, my name is Robin and welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. It is currently the 29th of April and right now it is 1:42. I just got home from school. The last class we had was PE, hence why I'm in regular clothes and my hair looks absolutely dreadful. But today I decided to film an after school routine video. It differs every day what I do after school. Mainly I come home, get some food, talk with my family for a bit, start some work, get that done, and then in the evening time I kind of have some time to myself. But because it's Friday plus I have a long weekend, meaning we don't have school on Monday or Tuesday, I want to set myself up a good study timetable for the next couple of weeks. As you know, my leaving cert starts on the 8th of June, so pray for me, it's like 5 weeks away. This is the last term, like this is the end. I'm doing pretty okay at the moment. I'm not too stressed because I know a lot of the stuff. I actually know a lot more than I think I do, but I still definitely need to study. I'm gonna make myself a study timetable. I'll probably make that on my laptop and then I'll get a little bit of work done today. I won't like push myself too hard because I'm pretty tired, but I will do some work obviously, and then you can just see what I do when I'm not, you know, doing school. I eat a lot. I'm currently reading Confess by Colin Hoover. I'm halfway through, and then later on I think I'm going to do something that is completely not routine. Like I said, it is now currently 1:45 and I need to get lunch. I think I'm just going to have like a roll with some chicken and mayo or something like that. But I just want to show you that my room has been changed up and a few new additions are in the room. The dresser area is still the exact same. I have a photo wall up. I just got a laundry basket, but there's something different about my desk wall. I'm going to take the whole tripod because it's just easier. Ignore the state of my desk, but as you can see, the walls have been painted a different color. This is called Dorchester Blush. It's basically just a blush pink. This one is staying gray, and there's me, and then my bed has been changed around completely. Ignore the photo wall at the moment. I don't really know what's going on there, but I'm not worrying about it too much. As you can see, there's been a big switch. The back wall is also pink. The wall dividing my room is pink on this side, and it's also pink on the opposite side. I got a mat. Ignore my phone on it. I got a mat because it adds to the room, and also it takes away the big echo in my room. I got a chair. It's a shell chair. It's a blush pink, and I just put my Valentina bag beside it because, you know, that looks really good. I love this. I wanted a chair for this corner because it's super plain and it just dresses up a little bit. Oh, text from my sister. Yo, it's lunchtime. Now I'm gonna get lunch. Mom just gave me in some clean clothes, so I have to put them away, and we'll talk more about school like during that segment of the video. I know I look awful at the moment, like I look so done, but I don't really care. I know I talk about this in every video, but just in case anybody here is new, I am a 6th year in secondary school in Ireland, which is equivalent to a senior in high school. This is my last year and it's my last 5 weeks, and this is where like shit hits the fan. This is where you gotta go straight into it. If you're wondering what subjects I take the core subjects that every person takes in Ireland unless you are exempt, which are maths, Irish and English, and then my choice subjects are home ec, biology, business and French. And I also do LCVP, which is a leaving cert program that you can do if you want to get more points. If I do really good on my LCVP exam and I don't do so good in, let's say, French, I can substitute my LCVP points for my French points, if that makes sense. It's just to get a few extra points for the leaving cert, kind of a backup plan. Out of my 8 subjects, I do 2 pass and 6 honours. I do pass Irish and pass maths because I'm not very good at them. Pass isn't 10 times easier than honours, it's just that I don't need higher level, so I don't push myself to the point where I'm like crying every night over it if I don't need that for my college, and then I do honours everything else. That's just a catch up if any of you are new or if you forgot or didn't know about that. Over the Easter holidays, I already got parts of 2 of my state exams done. I did my French and Irish oral. Irish was actually okay. I wasn't as scared as I thought I would be. French, fucked it. I don't care, they're done. And so by having an oral marking on the exams, it makes the actual exams a little bit easier because not all of my marks are going to go from my written exam, if that makes sense. They're added together. On Wednesday, which is the 4th of May, I think, I have my LCVP exam. We don't sit that with the actual scheduled leaving cert. I'm not too scared for that, to be honest, because it's again a halved exam. Half of it is written and the other half is portfolio. My portfolio was done, it was sent off a couple of months ago, and the actual written exam is like an audio visual, so you sit down and listen to this video and write down the answers to the questions. The theory part is just generalized business like trade unions, employment, unfair dismissal, fair dismissal, discrimination in the workplace. It's just simplify business basically. Sorry, I gotta clean my glasses. Ah, you bitch. No. I just lost the nose pad off my glasses, so if they start wonking, that's why. So by Thursday next week, I will have no more like in-school exams that go towards the state ones, and then I'll graduate probably the week before everybody else leaves, so maybe the last week of May. Then I have roughly around 2 weeks until my leaving cert starts. Luckily enough for me, the leaving cert goes on for I think a course of 2 weeks, but all of my subjects are within the first week. I finish on the 16th, which is kind of handy, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, that just keeps you all caught up on how I'm living life at the moment. I'm gonna get started on this timetable and I will get back to you when it's finished. It has been a hot minute. I finally got my timetable done. Basically some family came over and of course I wanted to talk to them and not be antisocial, so I came out of my room and stopped doing my timetable, but I have it finished. This, my friends, is how it's looking. I didn't do set times for studying because realistically every day I'm not gonna wake up at the same time. I could have a lie-in, I might be here in the morning or the afternoon or whatever, so instead I just put them in 3 2-hour slots, not including LCVP because I'm doing that exam on Wednesday, and I spread them out evenly throughout the days. They're all coloured and coordinated, and as you can see here, 3 of these subjects are great from Monday to Thursday. Reason being for this is because I probably am not going to get 6 hours of study time in after a full school day, so these ones are just here if I have time to study. So I'm going to try my best to stick to this. I don't think it'll be that hard. Like, it's only 2 hours per subject and I only did 3 a day. I love being able to be realistic and real on here and show that like things get in the way all the time. That social media a lot of the times is very fake and manipulated to make you think it's perfect. There's plenty of examples of it in this video so far. Like for example, got my camera straight after school and I was like, I'm gonna film so much footage and this video will be great. Fast forward around 3 hours later, it's currently 21 minutes past 5. I got sidetracked because I was talking to family, and there's nothing wrong with that. For me, being a YouTuber is not scheduled, it's not strict, it is just about doing what I love at a time when I want to do it. And I love that I can be real on here, so it feels good. It feels good to not be so perfect. Welcome to the reality of doing your leaving cert. Jesus. Turns out I actually couldn't do any work because my books were in my dad's car and he was at work. It's after 5, but I still want to get a little bit of something done. I'm going to study LCVP closer to the time because LCVP is very much a thing that you just kind of glance over, do a few mock papers and you're fine. Like it's fairly easy do. I'm doing home ec, as you know, because I just said that, but in home ec you have a choice of doing an elective question, which is basically sociology. I absolutely hate it, and luckily last year due to COVID, the leaving cert was changed that there is another elective which is called question 4, and that is a food science question. I take a chapter every couple of days and I go over it. Usually I put a lot of effort into my notes and put them in my little book, but this chapter was so small I just cut it down and put it into little flashcards. This is the sensory analysis chapter, what it's about, the types. I go into detail about the types, so this one is the preference test. Then there's difference and descriptive, and I'm almost fully done that chapter, but I just have to write down the ignore that, it's just writing necessary conditions and the method of performing it. So I'm gonna get that done and that'll count as a full chapter done. And then if I have time, I might do a little bit of Irish. By the way, this video is not gonna be all about school, I promise. I'll be moving on to other parts of my routine. Like, I'm not gonna be sticking here, don't worry. Took about a half an hour to finish everything, but I have the whole chapter done. I got the implementation done, the methods of presentation, necessary conditions, and then I have all of the other ones here, and now I'm gonna staple them all together. Ta-da! I think this is a super handy way to take notes. Condense the chapter, put it on flashcards, and make a little booklet out of it, and that's a whole chapter revised. I'm gonna pop that in my home ec folder. There's none in here because I do all of my home ec. Oh shit! I do all of my home ec notes in the book that just fell. All the chapters that are highlighted, I have finished and studied. I still have a good few more to go through. Now that that's done, it's 6:43. I know I said I was going to do Irish once I got the home ec finished, and I am going to do that tonight, but I'm not going to do it right now. Instead, I'm going to take a break and just chill, hang out with my sister for a bit maybe, and I'm probably going to do that thing I was talking about. And then I'm going to come back to studying a little bit later on, because I don't know about you, but my brain works in the late hours of the night. I don't know what it is, and that could be between any time from 9 and 1 o'clock in the morning, so I made a change plans. I am not going to hang out with Rachel just yet. Instead, I'm going to get a shower, and then after the shower I'll hang out with Rachel and you'll see the thing that I'm talking about, hopefully. Could be tomorrow, but if it is, I'll insert it here anyway. I love this angle. I'll see you in a minute. Hello. It is currently 7:55, so 5 to 8, and I got my shower. I'm in my comfy clothes. Pants I've had for absolutely ages. I'd say like 3 years. Socks, pennies. Top is from Shein. It's still bright outside, obviously, because of like daylight savings and the clock's changing, but like, it's weird. I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like the last few months have gone so quickly and in a blur for me that it's like, I didn't even realize the clocks were changing. I'm gonna get some food. Then I'm gonna hang out with Rach. I need to wash my face. I do that every day. Be proud of me. I think since right before before stuff went a bit downhill in my life in February. You probably know about that. If you don't, go and watch some videos back, you'll know about it. But I wanted to get my shit together with my skin, because my skin is something that I'm very self-conscious about, and I don't realize I am until it gets bad. And I knew that my skin was getting bad because I wasn't consistent with my skincare, so I was like, I am going to care for my skin every single day. And I did, and I splashed some money, not too much. I now have like 4 steps in my skincare routine, which went up from 2. I now use a moisturizer. I never did because I thought I didn't need it, because I had combination skin, and when I used certain moisturizers it gave me acne, but turns out I just wasn't using the right one or for the right amount of time. I use acids. I had a few here that I picked at, that's my own problem, but otherwise it's looking really good, so be proud of me. I've been ongoing with skincare every night for the last 3 months almost. Actually, before I go, I want you to have a bit of a decent look at me, because when I come back something might be changed. Big reveal in a 3, 2, 1. I cut my hair. You probably can't see much of a difference right now because it's straightened, so it looks a lot longer, but there was a good chunk taken off my hair. I love cutting my hair. I think it's really refreshing, and I really like when my hair is short. It's a lot easier to handle, and also my natural curls come out a little bit more, and it's so healthy. Like, I dyed my hair for years. I've been growing out a full head of basically virgin hair, and I think I'm all virgin now. My mom cut my hair for me because she is a hairdresser, and it's the handiest thing ever. Thank you, mom. I got food and everything, and I was meant to do a jigsaw with Rachel, but I think we scrapped that idea, and instead we're all just gonna watch Derry Girls as a family because the new season is out, and this is the 3rd episode, I think. But I'm still remembering that I have to do that Irish, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But yeah, this was the big thing that I was doing. Not really that big. I'm gonna go watch Derry Girls with my family, and I will check in with you in a little while. It's been a little while and I watched Derry Girls with my family. It's now currently 38 minutes past 10, and I'm about to do a little bit more study before I fully tune in for the night. I'm moving on to Irish, and initially I was going to pick out a question, kind of test myself, but then again it is quite late at night to be testing myself on something like that. If my answers aren't great, I'll feel really unmotivated. So instead what I'm going to do is take out my flashcards again. I love these guys, and pick out 5 colours. So I have a light blue, yellow, pink, dark blue, and because there's only 4 colours I'll double up another pink. And what I'm going to do with these 5 flashcards is use them to learn off my poems and how I'm going to answer my poems in Irish. I don't want to bore you with all the details about Irish. We have a new rendition of the Leaving Cert, I suppose you could say, where instead of usually having to answer a question on prose and poetry, prose or stories, we get to choose one or the other. So in my class decided to go for poetry because it's actually a lot easier than prose. For poetry we're studying 5 poems. We have Magrasa, Coscara, Gavin, Antarakir, August and Spokane Faunic. I don't know why I said August, it just kind of came out because I was talking Irish. But the thing about it is that there's not that much information in it. Like, it's not that you have to spend hours studying like a whole booklet full of poem information. It's literally just learning off a few key points about the poem and being able to put that into a sentence. I think I'm going to start with Gavin because Gavin is fresh in my head at the moment. Also, please excuse the weird colour scheme going on my LEDs right now. This side of the room is pink while that side is like blue-green. My little cousin was over, he's 5, and he had my remote for that side of the room and I can't find it. I got 2 poems covered. I got Kulskara and Gavin fully covered. They were pretty easy to do. I just put down the main points I needed for the poem, and then why I liked the poem was on the back of this. I think I'm going to leave it at that for tonight. I am getting a little bit tired. I actually don't mind doing this type of stuff at all at this time because it's kind of relaxing. Like, I'm not stressing myself out. I'm just taking small notes and having them ready for the morning so I can, you know, get straight into work and not have to worry about spending like an hour on writing stuff out and then losing an hour of valuable study time. Yeah, writing out stuff is studying, but you need to like learn them and test yourself on them, and this just gives me a little bit more time to do that. I have 3 more poems to do. They shouldn't take too long. I was watching Friends while I was doing that. Pretty successful day for me. I'm gonna wash my face, get into bed, read some Confess by Colleen Hoover, and just ease myself off to sleep. But I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you do like these videos where I'm being very realistic and showing you how an actual day in my life goes, whether I'm at the books for hours or whether I'm taking loads of breaks, just realism. If you like that, please let me know because I really enjoy being as real and as imperfect as I can be on here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to comment. I absolutely love reading you guys' comments. It's one of my favorite parts of being a YouTuber, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. My hair is short.